What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to your girl's channel. Channel is Amani, your girl, the caricature artist here in Pretoria, South Africa, and we got another episode for you today. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, low-key 100% don't know what I'm doing. No clue. De nada. The goal and the idea, the initial idea here was to create content that sort of can help you guys out, okay, in your life, because your girl has been through some stuff. I don't know where this channel is gonna end up one day, or like what the direction will be that I take it in. But for now, yes, that is another topic of today's video, which is going to be all about platforms and marketing your business, your art, your whatever, your vibe, your you know, because in this day and age, we be marketing ourselves. We be like, please, I'm worth it, buy me. Grab yourself a coffee, grab yourself some notes, some journal pad things, and yeah, let's get cracking. Hopefully there's a lot of value in this video for you. I've definitely learned a lot. Your girl's got some notes here. She's got all her notes, and let's get a crack-a-lackin'. Now, before we get into this, I did just want to let you guys know that I have a cute little sneaky giveaway happening. I will be giving away a custom hand-drawn caricature. So whether of you or your couple or your dog or your family, please not just a dog alone. I don't like doing those. I like a human face in there, please. But I will be doing something for you, a hand-drawn digital caricature that I will be giving away. And to find out how to enter this giveaway, wait until the end of this video, watch the whole thing through, and you will learn how to enter it. Okay, great. Without further ado, let's get cracking. So I have not gone viral on absolutely nothing. I do not have a huge following online. I am still a very much so in my early days. So it's definitely still early days, but I've got high hopes for it. You know, when something clicks and you're consistent with something and you keep showing up for it, you know, hopefully something happens one day. Although I have been doing art for like a really long time, and I've been dabbling in a few things here and there. I even used to like help family businesses like online and with their online presence, and like just trying to find what the right thing for everybody was. Like, I personally am not a marketing guru. I don't know what I'm doing. But I do have some pointers on what has worked for me so far, or where I see the most results. Okay, I think it's really okay if you struggle with certain platforms. Like, not everybody's gonna want to do videos. God knows that I cry on my YouTube video days. I'm like, I don't want to do this, but you know what, I'm getting out of my comfort zone. I think I'm good at it. So you've just got to have a lot of self-awareness and understand yourself and know really what like truly lies with you. Are you just being like in your ego? You know, are you just being a bit too emotional out here? Or do you really just not vibe with that? Do you want to do written content, photo content, video content, whatever the case is? What's really nice, I mean, like TikTok now even has the option to like post photos, or you don't have to show your face when you're making videos. Like, you really just have to like sit with yourself, try a few things, and then just see like what really works for you. And I promise you, like, if some platforms don't work for you, that is okay. I would highly suggest like starting off with like 3 in the beginning, or 2, or whatever amount of platforms is like not overwhelming for you, and just see what works best for you. See what you enjoy doing, because you also don't want to put like caca energy into the platforms that you're using, okay? And also definitely like don't compare yourself to other people that are like constantly during the whole spiel, like moi. Just take your time, do you, figure out what works for you. And it's okay if you haven't cracked the code yet on a platform, or if you don't have like the best relationship with one yet. I think like first and foremost, like it's okay. Like, you will be okay, your business will be okay. Just breathe, okay? Just find what works for you, and just know that it's okay if some platforms don't work for you. Like, I know a lot of people that freaking kill the Pinterest game. Like, they're killing it. And a lot of people do not even look at Pinterest. They're just on there to find inspiration, what fish paste. They're not posting their own pictures there. Some people really kill the game in there, okay? And so before going and like trying to dominate every single platform, just start with 1 or 2 or 3, dominate them, find your rhythm, find your groove, and then slowly start exploring other platforms. You know what I'm saying? Because the minute you've got a winning method, then eventually you just gotta rinse and repeat, and you'll probably end up having a lot more time and energy to dabble in other things. Okay, but with that being said, I'm going to drop a little bomb here. I do watch a lot of gurus, business gurus online, one of them being Gary Vee. And I remember watching a video not too long ago because, backstory, I was just so frustrated with myself with why I could not just come up with content, why I could not just wake up every single day and just make videos like every other Dick, Tom and Harry who's like 14, 15 and 16 years old fucking do, you know, and here I am like 10 years their senior, and I can't do what these fucking kids are doing, and I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with me? So naturally I went straight to the tube and I started googling, why can't I make content? What is wrong with me? Gary Vee, kind sir, showed up on my feed, and he's always preached content creation. He's always preached pushing everything out there. Again, don't get this confused. He hasn't just like said you have to do video content, you know, he's just saying just make content, like point blank period. Okay, so just make content, point blank period. But he did say like do not be emotional when you're making your content, which is so true. Like emotions are fleeting, they come and they freaking go, and that is definitely something I would love to actually make a video about. But do not be emotional when making content. Like your emotions, your feelings should not even be considered. Like there's a difference between like intuitively what feels right and then your emotions, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't be so judgmental. You can't be like, oh my god, this isn't gonna go anywhere, or like trying too hard, or like putting like so much expectation on stuff, or just being like so emotionally invested into this. Like you cannot be like, with a lot of businesses, I've got to completely nail yourself, dial the shit out of it, and just get to work, because essentially at the end of the day, that's what it is. So that was a great piece of advice that just helped me get over my shit a little bit there, because I was like all up in my head and my ego. I'm like, oh, I can't freaking make content. And it's just like, girl. I think at the end of the day, you've got to realize that the main goal of making content is to connect with people. You know what I'm saying? You want to find your audience. You want to get yourself out there so that those people can find you. Otherwise, they're not going to know you exist. They're just not going to know you exist. So you've got to obviously play around a lot and find what works for you, find what your audience connects with, and then boom, rinse and repeat. But the goal at the end of the day is to find your people, and the only way to find them is to be proactive in putting yourself out there in forms of content. The great thing about content is that it is free. It really is. It's free marketing, it's free tools at your fingertips. You do not have to spend a cent. Yes, it's a lot of energy. Sometimes it's time consuming. Sometimes, you know, you're embarrassed by like 2 people liking your stuff and you spent like hours on it. But that's besides the point, okay? The fact is that all of this is free to use, and we don't know one day if that's going to change. And that is a huge thing to keep in mind, is that we don't know the trajectory of social media. And if you're gonna have to pay to be on there, if you're gonna have to pay to be seen, like pay for the stuff that are free now. So just keep that in your brain. Not too long ago on Threads, she's a Threads Gally. I love Threads. Please follow me on there if you guys are on Threads. I would love to connect with you guys on there. But a post I saw the other day on Threads was this guy like in bullet point form listed all of posts on different social media platforms that went viral, and then the results, like what came from those. So let's just say like 3 TikToks like gave him 500,000 followers on TikTok, and 2 Instagram reels gave him 30,000 followers on TikTok. I mean Instagram, what am I saying? This is very confusing. The idea ultimately is that in total, he had like these 7 posts that brought in really amazing high results for him. But then at the end of that post, he said, but he needed to make 1,800 pieces of content in order to create those 7 posts. So within all of those posts were those 7 posts that actually blew up for him. And that is so freaking true. It might not happen today, it might not happen tomorrow, it might not even happen for the next 6 months. But the thing is, you've got to still consistently show up, because the one idea brings you to the next idea and levels you up. Every single piece of content you create levels you up to be able to create the next piece of content. It's like little bits of stairs. It's like a little staircase. You're going up and you're going up until eventually you get to the step where there's results. Okay, so that was also really profound for me, and I really like that. I mean, it's a lot of work, it is, but you know, you just never know how that one post, you post 1,500 pieces of content and then boom, number 1,501 sets you up for life. You just never know. So just always keep that in mind. Another piece of advice, which is really freaking amazing, which I learned a couple years ago, is be cringy. Like, be okay with being cringy. It's something that really stops us from showing up for ourselves and on our platforms and for our businesses, is the fact that we're so scared what people are gonna think. Ever since I learned that, like, be cringy, like be okay with being cringy, because everybody's freaking cringy at first. Like, I mean, Mr. Beast was probably the cringiest human on the planet. I mean, some people still think he's cringy, but that doesn't matter anymore. Like, if you actually go back to Mr. Beast's posts and YouTube videos, if you go all the way back to the beginning, he posted like 1,000 random gaming videos of just like, what is this? You know, people probably thought he was annoying and cringy and like, what are you doing? Like, who do you think you are? And now he's like, he's on top of the game. There is no one else that can beat him at his own game right now. You know, so like, be okay with being cringy, and eventually you're gonna actually wanna show up as cringy. Not like on purpose, but just naturally being authentically you. Sometimes you're gonna find like, hey, sometimes I can be cringy. Sometimes the things I say are cringy. Sometimes the things I do are cringy, but it's also authentically me. And that's who I is. So you're gonna actually want to show up as authentic. The minute something is just like not authentic to you, out of the door, out of the window. And also, who cares? Like, you have bills to pay and a future yacht to fucking buy. So nobody gives a fuck. Fucking be cringy. Let me tell you right now. Okay. Now, so I am definitely slow. I've been very slow when it comes to catching up on the content creation game. Okay, so I don't post as much yet as I want to. I'm still learning. I'm still getting the courage, you know, so don't worry, you're not alone. Your girl's here with you when it comes to showing up consistently with posts. But I have found that these 3 things do help me get my brand out there, get my posts out there, get clients and leads in that eventually converts. And this is what those 3 things are. 1, giveaways. Those are so amazing for my brand and for my Instagram. And you can even collaborate with other brands and creators to do giveaways together. The amazing thing about a giveaway, and you'll see like a lot of people online do this, is that they give away something. So personally for me, I give away a free caricature. I print it for them and I hand draw it for them and I send it out to them. I normally target like holidays like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, what a fish paste. And now, for example, my birthday is coming up in July. Ding, ding, ding. So I will be doing a July whole ass month giveaway, or like a birthday giveaway, or whatever the case is, you know? So giving away something free, in your post you say there, follow me, tag 2 friends, like this post. Do you know how many freaking followers I get in like a week? Sure, it's not like a viral content where you gain like thousands and thousands, but it definitely gets my brand out there. Value for my buck, because I will boost the post. I'll let, you know, I'll let all the other randos out there see it. And then I do get a lot of leads from those, because then a lot of people see it. Like, not only am I paying for the post to be boosted, but everyone that's that's commenting and tagging their friends, those people are also seeing my shit too. So it's really, really, really nice, you know. So even if you're struggling for now to show up consistently with different ways, different organic ways, there are other ways like giveaways. And another thing is also like creating, I suppose this is quote unquote influencer marketing. A lot of people pay influencers to create posts for them. So obviously now we're talking non-organic reach, but what I do is I literally just, which I can do because I'm an artist, draw people for free. I draw influencers, and then like 9 times out of 10 they reshare it. That is reach, that is quote unquote organic reach. I draw people for free. Like a lot of the time I give out free drawings, never mind from just a giveaway, but also just in general. I do it for people that are from like movie shows or like celebrities or influencers, but then also just like your average Joe, you know what I'm saying? So that really, really helps boost your accounts a lot. Like the more you're like, you've got to be loud as shit. You got to be out there. You got to be in people's faces. You got to be showing them. Like if you don't have any work coming in, create work, make stuff for people, do it for free. And that's another thing that Gary Vee always talks about. It's just like give free shit out. Actually, every single business guru out there talks about giving free shit out. And that can be really great for creating and building trust around your community, your brand. People get to see you, people get to trust you, they get to know you. You're not just there trying to money grab. Because at the end of the day, you also want genuine like connections with your customers, with your clients, with your community. They're the ones that are going to build you up. They're the ones that are going to take you where you want to be one day. So you should actually be giving your fucking all to them. It's not just about, oh, I'm so fucking special, my brand is everything and everybody here should be paying for it. No, you should actually be giving out a ton of free shit. Okay, now let's talk about offline media or just like not online, like not being on social media. As most of you guys know, I do markets. Being physically in the game is also such a freaking great way to build a community for people to get to know you, see you, get to know your brand. Going to markets has been one of the greatest advertising tools for me in the whole world. So at the moment, I'm doing caricatures and caricature events. Going to these markets, I have gotten all of my private events from physically being at a market, from them physically being able to see what I do. So yes, create content, be out there, be on all these platforms, because when these people see you in real life, they want to go online and see what you're all about. You gotta give them some sauce, you gotta give them some spice. But also 100% be out there if you can. Go to markets, go to shows, go to this, go to expos. Just get so involved in your community physically. Let people physically see you. If you're living in a safe space and you can go to the mall, if you can go here, if you can go there, just do as much research as you can to find out how you can get out there, and then consistently show up at these spots and at these places so that people know every weekend at this time, every Saturday at this time, you're gonna be there. And that's what's up. You don't just have to be online, be offline as well. That is something we don't talk a lot about. I mean, real estate agents do this all the freaking time. They cold call. They see a house, they go knocking, they're like, hi, I like your house, can I sell it for you? You know, they didn't go on social media and say, hey guys, if you have a house that you want to sell, let me know. Bruh, go to them, show up. So I did briefly mention collaboration, but I will just say it again, definitely collaborate with as many creators as possible. It's reach for you, it's reach for them. It's also just like getting out there and getting to know other creators in your community. Like it is very, very, very important that you build that tribe, you know, and collaborations, And collaborations are such a great way to find who you want to work with, find what you like, find who you like, and just get out there, network. And you can do that by collaborating. You bring something to the table, I'll bring something to the table. You know what I'm saying? Just like the organic reach for both is amazing. Another thing is you need to get off your phone so that you can get natural, organic ideas and inspiration come to you. If you are constantly online and constantly on social media, like consuming other people's content, yes, it's a great way to learn about what other people are doing out there and to get inspiration from them for your next video or whatever, but you're also just completely recycling other people's shit. So what's really, really, really important is the mindfulness about it all, like being mentally in a safe space at least just once a day, a couple times a day, a few minutes a day, where you can actually let ideas come to you. Even if this happens like right before you go to bed, you know, if you don't have anybody else's like content just like swimming around all up in your grill, naturally you will think up of ideas and inspiration yourself, like we all do. We all have an imagination. No matter how big or small it is, you're going to think of something. And even if you think of something wild, like I should climb a tree and record it, that was natural. That was your imagination, and there's a reason why you thought about it. And then actually act upon that. Write down all these ideas down, and then slowly cross them off your list as you go day by day, creating these videos, creating these images, creating this content. Try as hard as you can to be present with yourself and your thoughts and your emotions and the downloads that you get. This could happen during prayer, this could happen during meditation, this could happen just you chilling by the pool tanning, straight up, not consuming anything. Just allow your brain to naturally download and to naturally flourish in its wild imagination, and that's where you will get a lot of your great ideas from. All these great ideas that went viral came from somewhere. They were chilling with their brain, bruh. Hear me out. Yeah, and especially even if they sound really, really silly. Like I think I just recorded a video of me eating porridge, and if you haven't seen it, that's the video, because I thought about it and so I did it, you know. And I want to show up for myself. I want to see what I'm capable of. If I got an idea, I want to know, what does that idea bring? You know what I'm saying? This is where you build trust with yourself. This is where you build self-awareness. It doesn't matter how silly. Be cringe, be crazy. Just get yourself out there and just trust yourself. You are with you here, so do you. It's like going into a business meeting with somebody and being like, what should we do today? You've got to have that business meeting with yourself, girl. Now I've seen a lot of people online bulk film or bulk create content. Now, if you can afford some sort of scheduling apps or some sort of a water fish paste where you can literally create one piece of content and you can schedule that on like every single social media platform, that's great. For a lot of us, you know, we can't do that. Some of those scheduling apps are really expensive, and it's okay. It's okay. You know, maybe just take the time to go and schedule them all individually on all of your different platforms, but create one thing and post it on everything. Period. You make one video, post it on Facebook, post it on Instagram, post it on TikTok, post it on here. Bulk schedule and bulk create. Just like people actually make all of their month's content in like a week or a couple days or even a couple hours. There are so many different ways to do it. I mean, I once saw Vanessa something on YouTube, social media guru Gally, say that she would film a YouTube video. She would be able to use the audio for podcasts, and she would then download, she would like record the audio, which would then be like handwritten or whatever, into a blog post. So she had a YouTube video, she had a podcast, and she had a blog post. And from that YouTube video, she can cut and edit and create short-term content from that. You know what I'm saying? So there's many different ways. You know what I'm saying? There's different ways to do this. And especially if they're short, like, I mean, they don't all have to be like really, really hard thought out ideas, okay? They can just be as simple as you just writing some text on the screen here, looking at the camera and taking a sip of your coffee. Okay? And the more you do it, the more fun you'll have. And that takes me, look how red my nose is. It's giving winter. That takes me to my last point, which is balance between discipline and having fun. Now, I had one of the worst days yesterday, not like of my life, because we've all had that day. That wasn't that day yesterday, but it was a cuck day. And eventually I just come across a video talking about discipline. And I was like, oh yeah, that word, forgot about you. And so yeah, there's going to be times where you really don't feel like showing up for yourself or for your work or for your business, and that is okay. It does not mean you are the scum of the earth. It's okay. But you also don't want to just show up consistently all the time and not enjoy it, okay? Because that enjoyment still reflects into your work and reflects your image to the world. And this is what makes people want to connect with you. To see that lightheartedness, there should be a balance. How do you get that balance? You work around it, you figure it out. It's going to be so different for everybody. But just remember that you need a bit of both. You need that discipline to show up for yourself, but you need to also be doing what you enjoy and what you love. You will never see me going to hike at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm not gonna do that. This is not fun for me, you know what I'm saying? But I will show up and go for my jogs in the afternoon because I'm disciplined like that bitch. Okay, so yeah, this was a bit all over the place, but in general, that was basically my knowledge in a nutshell when it comes to platforms, posting content, and all that jazz. You'll see like a lot of my messages will be around learning who you are, vibing with yourself, and not taking things too seriously, but seriously enough where you do still show up for yourself. You know what I mean? A lot of self-awareness helps in this journey, knowing yourself, trusting yourself, building that faith and trust in yourself and the universe and in your capabilities, to know that you got this. You know what I'm saying? You got this. It's like going to a professional. You become the professional you go to. Does that make sense? So yeah, don't feel so hard on your, like, don't be so bad. What? Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't feel so bad. Every day, get up and try to do something. Just anything. But there's definitely shortcuts and ways around it. And remember not to be too emotional about this. This is work. This is business. These are your bills paid. This is your future yacht, bitch. Show up. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said in the beginning, I don't know the trajectory of this channel and the kind of content I will continue to create, because there's so many different ideas and things that I would love to talk about or do, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And like I said in the beginning, if you made it this far, comment a random emoji down in the comments and I will be picking somebody completely random to draw. Yeah, that's right. You will get a complete custom hand-drawn caricature from me. I will reach out to you. I will message you. I will let you know if you've won. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching all the way to hear about the giveaway. You see what I did there? You see what I did there? And I look forward to seeing all the fun emojis in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video so that more people know about it. And please subscribe to your girl. That's the least you can do. All my socials will be down below. If you want to order a caricature or find out more about what I do, everything will be in the description box, my Instagram, my contact details. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna see you at the next one. It's gonna be like that. We're gonna do it. Peace out.